Imagine working hard your whole life, only to have people say you'll never stop because you don't have enough money. That was me, but at 62, I found a way to retire with my head held high thanks to Social Security. Stick with me to learn how I turned my life around when everyone doubted me. My name is Maria, and I'm 62 years old. I grew up in a busy neighborhood in Texas, raising 2 kids on my own after my husband left. I worked as a cleaner for 35 years, scrubbing floors and wiping windows in big office buildings. The pay was small, but I saved every dollar I could, putting it in a jar under my bed. My kids are grown now, with families of their own, but they always worried about me. They'd say, "Mama, you'll never retire, you don't have enough." My friends said the same thing, shaking their heads over coffee. I felt small, like a bird with a broken wing, unable to fly free. Life got harder when my savings took a hit. A few years ago, my old car broke down, and I had to spend most of my jar money to buy a new one. Then the rent went up, and I had to borrow from my son. I kept working, even when my knees ached and my hands shook from arthritis. I dreamed of stopping, of sitting on my porch with a cup of tea, but it seemed impossible. Everyone around me thought I'd work until I couldn't anymore. Social Security is like a warm blanket on a cold date wraps around you when you need it most. For me, it was supposed to be a little money each month, about $900, based on all the years I worked. But I didn't know how to use it to stop working, and my family kept saying it wasn't enough. I felt stuck, like I was running on a treadmill that never stopped. If you're watching, maybe you've heard people doubt your dreams too, or maybe you're wondering how Social Security can help. I'm going to share my story, step by step, so you can see how I made it work. One day, my boss called me into his office. He said they were cutting hours because business was slow. I went from working 5 days to just 2, and my paycheck shrank to almost nothing. I sat at my kitchen table, staring at bills piled high, tears rolling down my cheeks. My son offered to help, but he has his own kids to feed. I felt ashamed, like I'd failed my family after all these years. I tried to find more work, knocking on doors to clean houses, but my body wasn't what it used to be. My knees creaked when I bent down, and my hands cramped after an hour. I'd come home exhausted, collapsing on my old couch with a cup of cold tea. My neighbors, a kind couple from down the street, brought me food sometimes, but I hated taking charity. I kept thinking about what my kids said, that I'd never retire. It hurt deep inside, like a weight on my chest. Social Security was coming soon, but I didn't know if it could save me. I went to the Social Security office, a quiet place with worn chairs and helpful people. A woman named Linda sat with me, explaining that I could start getting my benefits at 62 because I'd worked so long. She said it's like a reward for all my hard years, but it might not be enough to live on alone. I filled out papers showing my work history and old pay stubs. Linda was kind, but she warned me it could take a month to get my first check. A month. I didn't have that kind of time. Rent was due, and my fridge was almost empty. I started cutting corners, turning off the heat to save money, wearing extra sweaters even when it got cold. One night, the lights flickered, and I realized I might not pay the electric bill. I prayed for a miracle, but my knees gave out while I was sweeping, and I fell. Lying there, I wondered if I'd ever get up again. Have you ever felt like giving up when money got tight? Share your story in the comments side. Love to hear how you kept going, just as I thought I'd have to move in with my daughter. A letter arrived from the Social Security office. My heart raced as I opened it with shaky hands. Would it be the help I needed or more bad news? I held my breath, waiting to see. The letter was a blessing. It said my first Social Security payment was coming right on time, and it would be $900 a month. I cried right there in my kitchen, thanking the heavens. I called Linda at the Social Security office, and she helped me set up direct deposit so the money would go straight to my bank. She also told me about extra help for things like doctor visits, which made me feel less alone. It was like finding a light in a dark room. Linda gave me a good tip. Check your Social Security account online every year to make sure your money is coming and everything looks right. It's like checking the weather before a trip. It keeps you prepared. With that first check, I paid my rent and bought some groceries. I even got a small heater so I wouldn't be cold anymore. It felt like a new start, one step at a time. I decided to retire for good. My daughter helped me move to a smaller apartment, one with a little porch where I can sit with my tea. I planted some flowers in pots, and they bloom every spring, making me smile. My neighbors check on me, and I've joined a group at the community center where we play cards and talk. Social Security isn't a big amount, but it's steady, like a friend who never leaves. I started saving $10 a month, a tiny nest egg that makes me proud. I think about what my kids and friends said, that I'd never retire. They were wrong. And that feels good, like I won a race I didn't know I was running. At 62, I'm living my dream, sitting on my porch, watching the world go by. It's not fancy, but it's mine, and I earned it. Here's another tip. If you're thinking about retiring, talk to the Social Security office early. They can tell you how much you might get and when to start, like planting a garden before the seeds go in. Have you ever overcome people doubting you? Let me know in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. Social Security gave me the chance to retire when I thought I couldn't. It's like a gift for all the hard work we do, and it helped me prove I could do it. If my story lifted your spirits or taught you something, please like this video and subscribe for more stories like mine. Click the bell so you don't miss the next one. I'm Maria, and I'm proof that dreams can come true at any age. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.